What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the best Pokemon that you should use to defeat the upcoming 5-star Terra Raid battle for Dialga and Palkia, which are joining the game today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be doing it live as well. But to prepare you for the live stream, we are going to be doing some awesome solo builds here and an easy one-turn KO. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So both of these guys are going to be Terra Dragon in their 5-star raids, meaning they have a times 20 HP multiplier, which is a lot less than the usual times 30, 35, or even times 50 that we see in 7-star raids. Now, they're also going to be level 75 and not level 100 because they are 5-star raids. So these are going to be a lot easier than most other raids that we cover on the channel. But because they are legendary Pokemon and it's a cool event, and they do have some big boy stats, we're definitely going to respect them just a teeny bit. Now, let's look at Dialga here, right? Dialga is Steel Dragon, so that's going to be the dual stab here. And 150 special attack is very strong, 120 attack, 120 defense, and 100 special defense. Now, looking at Palkia here, Palkia is pretty much the exact same. 150 special attack and 120 attack. So both of these guys are probably going to be using their special attacking moves. Now, the big difference between Dialga and Palkia for a raid sense is Dialga is a little bit slower, but it has a little bit more HP. So a little bit more bulk there, but a little bit slower. While Palkia is a little bit faster, but a little bit less bulk on the HP side. And Dialga and Palkia have their defenses swapped. So looking at the Dialga defense, we have 120, and then special defense is 100, and Palkia's is 100 and then 120. So that's like the main two differences. Now, Water Dragon, I would say, is definitely a better offensive typing than Steel Dragon. So Palkia is technically a little bit scarier, but I think they're both going to be fine because they are 5-star raids. And honestly, they get an incredible move pool. I think it's obvious they're going to have something like a Draco Meteor, their signature dragon move as well. So like we could have a Roar of Time here on the Dialga, and we can have Spatial Ren on the Palkia, and then probably like Flash Cannon on the Dialga, and on the Palkia, probably like a Hydro Pump or something like that. And because they're like a dragon type legendary, they're going to have a million coverage moves. So I can see like a Flamethrower or like a Thunderbolt or Power on these guys as well. Don't be surprised if you see things like that. But once again, they're 5-star raids, so I'm not too afraid in general. Now let's dive into the build. Starting off with Azumarill, and Azumarill is going to be phenomenal, especially for the Palkia raids, because one, Azumarill is immune to Dragon because it's a Fairy type, so you don't have to worry about that on Dialga and on Palkia. But because you're also a Water type, you are going to resist the water moves coming from Palkia. So this is actually going to be the best Palkia counter in general. And against Dialga, well, you are weak to Steel normally, but because of the water typing, you're neutral to Steel, so you're going to be pretty safe in that regard. And we're going to go with the Citrus Berry here. With max HP, max attack, adamant nature, and the ability Huge Power to double our attack stat, we are going to go for the Belly Drum on turn 1 and then hit that Play Rough. And now with the Belly Drum proccing, it's going to go to 50%, setting off our Citrus Berry, giving us more HP. And then from there, we can just Play Rough spam. Now, if you don't want to use Citrus Berry, you could switch the Citrus to a Shell Bell to guarantee yourself getting all that HP back. Now, the only downside of using a Shell Bell is you may not be able to use the Belly Drum and then survive a Thunderbolt, and you're probably going to be getting outsped. So just keep that in mind, that Belly Drum without Citrus may not be the best case scenario here. But, you know, this is a 5-star raid. The damage output isn't as high as it possibly could be. So I think we'll be okay. So just to put that out there, you can run Shell Bell or you can run Citrus. Both are going to be great. If it does have a lot of special attacking moves and you are running solo, you could start off with a Light Screen and then do a Belly Drum. And if it is a physical attacker for some reason, you could use Tickle as well. It will lower the attack and the defense stats of both of these Pokemon. Doesn't work through shields, but Azumarill is definitely going to be a phenomenal Pokemon for this raid. Now, Annihilate is here because this is a 5-star raid, and Rage Ape can just Rage Ape out. And we're going to go Terra Goes with the Shell Bell. And this Pokemon is just absolutely insane. But max HP, max attack, adamant nature. We have the ability to Defiant. I don't think it's going to drop our stats in general, but if it ever does, that's a huge boon for us, as it can give us +2 to our attack stat, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you don't know how to play Annihilate, it's super easy. It's been a while. So pretty much whenever you get hit, Rage Fist deals 50 more damage. It caps at 300. Even if you faint and come back, the 300 stack will stay. So you will not be losing stack. So how you play the Annihilate solo is super easy here. You're going to start the raid by hitting Screech like 2 or 3 times, and you don't really care about getting knocked out. If it's not knocking you out for some reason and you land like 2 Screeches, feel free to start hitting the Rage Fist and then just start going in and just keep spamming and spamming Rage Fist. But I usually do recommend going for 2 Screeches and then hitting Rage Fist. Maybe 1 Screech will do well because it is just a 5-star. You could go for a Focus Energy as well, so you could like hit the Screech, Focus Energy, and then go for Rage Fist, get some higher crit chance as well. 50% chance of critting with the Rage Fist is definitely going to be incredibly helpful too. And then you're just going to Terra Ghost, pop off, GG, well played, it's super over. Next up is Magearna with that Fairy typing, making us immune to Dragon type moves, and Steel Fairy is phenomenal typing with the Terra Fairy, of course. I'm running Life Orb on mine because this Pokemon is absolutely built for solos. So its ability is Soul Heart, boosts the Pokemon special attack stat every time another Pokemon faints. So when you are soloing with the AI and they faint, you're getting special attack boosts. So you're just gonna set up with some Calm Minds out here and get those natural special attack boosts whenever your teammates get knocked out, which is gonna happen a lot because they're AI partners. So max HP, max special attack, modest nature. And pretty much the plan here is you want to do a couple of Calm Minds to give yourself some bulk. You can do Reflect if there are any physical attacks coming in, but I don't think there really will be. Draining Kish is going to be your sustain move to get that HP up. And once you get enough Calm Minds up, I would say maybe 2 Calm Minds and maybe a couple of AI partners get knocked out. So maybe you're like at +4 and +2 special defense. Go for the Floral Cannon. This move will lower your special attack by 2. However, it is a stab 130 super effective fairy type move. And you know, you could potentially just go for Draining Kiss and then once you get your Terra off, then use the Floral Cannon, and that will definitely wipe the floor. And I think Magearna is going to be a phenomenal solo for this raid. Now, another good Pokemon is going to be Zacian, and Zacian with a Terra Fairy. I'm going to have Rusted Sword on mine just to give it that +1 attack when it starts the raid, and it also picks up the Steel typing as well, which is pretty nice, and of course it boosts its stats in general too. Max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature, and pretty much you're just going to set up a Swords Dance on turn 1, and you start spamming play roughs. Now, if you are playing online, you could use Howl. This will give everyone, including yourself, an attack boost, which is going to be really nice. You can play like a supporter. I also believe you do get Helping Hand, so you can replace Iron Head with Helping Hand and be a team player that way as well. And now it's time for our turn 1 KO strategy. Yes, we can farm this on turn 1. We'll show the calcs in a moment, but the Pokemon you're going to need is the classic 6-star killer themselves, Goldingo. Choice specs Goldingo with max HP, max special attack, modest nature, and you want to have Make It Rain. You don't even need any other moves. Make It Rain is all you're going to need. And to be fair, this is a 4-player strategy as well, so if you don't have 4 players, you can't do this. But hey, if you can join the Discord server, free to join my Discord. We're going to be doing it in the Discord. If the farm is worth it, we'll just have to see. But this is a classic raid strategy, and it still works to this day. So choice specs Goldingo with the Make It Rain. You could go for Steel Beam, but it's unnecessary. Running the calcs, Make It Rain just gets the kills. And how do we guarantee getting the kills here? Well, we're going to have our homie Berserker. Your item doesn't really matter here. I'm just going to put Shell Bell. That's A-okay with me. Max HP, max special defense. You could do max defense, but I think special defense is a little bit more important. And you have the hidden ability Steely Spirit. Now, Steely Spirit will stack with other Steely Spirits. So if you have 3 Berserkers on the field, you have 3 Steely Spirit boosts happening. This will boost the damage of the Make It Rain from the Goldingo. Not only will we be boosting the damage, we will also be using Fake Tears on turn 1. So all of the Berserkers on the field will hit the Fake Tears onto the Palkia, Dialga, and it'll go immediately to -6 special defense. And we have the Make It Rain choice specs, modest, all that good stuff, plus the 3 Steely Spirits. And that is a guaranteed 1-turn KO strategy on both of these Pokemon, which is absolutely fantastic. And besides that, you don't really need any other moves. I guess you could remove Helping Hand for Sword Stance if like something devastating happens here, because you can't actually use Helping Hand on a Golden Go. Fun fact, good as gold block stat. So that's always pretty interesting stuff too. Now to quickly show off the 1-turn KO strategy calcs here. So as I mentioned before, it's going to be a level 75 Dialga and Palkia. They have 2,000 HP because that's what level 5 raids have as their bonus. And Make It Rain is going to be doing 114 to 135% to the Dialga, as you can see the calc here. So we got max special attack, Choice Specs Golden Go with 3 Steely Spirit Boost, Make It Rain, versus a -6 because we hit the fake tiers on it. Level 75 Terra Dragon Dialga is going to be doing a bunch of damage, and that's a guarantee 1-turn KO. And then looking at the calc for Palkia, we do a little bit less damage, but it's still just enough to guarantee that 1-turn KO. We're going to be doing 103 to 121%. So we're absolutely going to roll both of these Pokemon. It's going to be incredibly easy. So if you want to farm these raids for whatever the raid rewards are going to be, get 3 raid cats and 1 Golden Go, and it's going to be super easy for you to do. I mean, you don't have to use Golden Go, to be fair. You could also use a level 100 Dialga because you do have a special attack stat of 150 with some steel type moves. So you could hit like a steel beam with a Dialga and also do this if you don't have a Golden Go. There's a couple of substitutes for the Golden Go slot there as well. But just keep that in mind that pretty much as long as you have a strong steel special attacker with 3 raid cats, you can get this 1-turn KO very easily. Well, there we have it, guys. That is my raid strategies for solo for the turn 1 KO for this Pokemon. Remember, these start tonight, so we're going to be doing a couple of these tonight, and they'll last until December 21st. Anyways, guys, keep it here for all your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Indigo Diz news, raid stuff, guides, and all video game action. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good one.